So you got a product to sell, or a service, or a body of work where you're finally ready to show the world, and you know you need a website, something clean, professional, something that actually works. And two platforms keep popping up in every single search, Elementor and Shopify. No matter how many side-by-sides you read, none of them really tell you what it's actually like to use either one. So let's fix that, because here's what you don't want. Spend weeks designing the perfect homepage only to realize your checkout's broken, or go live on day one with a store that looks nothing like the brand you've built. You don't want a site that's almost what you pictured, or worse, one that eats up your whole weekends with plugin updates and support tickets. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what it's like to build and manage a real site on both Elementor and Shopify, and which one might actually make your life easier. So Elementor, it feels a lot like stepping into a blank studio. The tools are there, the canvas is yours, and if you know what you want, it's incredibly satisfying. You can drag in elements exactly where you want them, adjust margins and spacing, layer in custom fonts, everything is inside the visual editor, and you can always see what your visitors will see. But it's not just a visual playground. Elementor runs on WordPress. So to even get started, you need hosting, a domain, and WordPress itself installed, of course. If you go with Elementor's own hosting plans, that setup is a little bit easier, but even then, you're still managing your site like a patchwork system. One piece for design, one for payments, one for SEO, and if something breaks or slows down, it's kind of on you to figure out why. So if you're the kind of person who wants total control over how your site looks and behaves, Elementor is amazing. But you gotta be okay with getting your hands just a little dirty now and then. In contrast, Shopify feels more like a storefront that's ready to roll. You just need to fill in the details. Start with a theme, then plug in your logo, and write a few product descriptions. That's it, it's live. Hosting, security, checkout, shipping, it's all baked in. It's about speed and structure. But structure itself is kind of the payoff. You want to move a button, swap out a layout, you're probably going to need to dive into Shopify's templating language or install an app that only gets you part of the way. You have freedom, but only within certain lanes. Like say you're running a dropshipping store and you're pushing a product through TikTok. Shopify makes that pipeline like incredibly clean. You can sync inventory, automate fulfillment, start selling without even thinking about caching plugins or code snippets. So where Elementor feels like a toolkit, Shopify feels like a system. Getting a truly unique layout is a lot harder, but still, if you just want to launch and scale with as few roadblocks as possible, it's probably worth it. But if you care about how your design looks, like really care, this is where Elementor is going to win, because it gives you full design freedom. You can layer in images, create motion effects, control spacing down to the pixel. If you want your homepage to animate on scroll, or your product gallery to feel like a branded magazine spread, you can totally build it. Now, it's not always the fastest thing in the world, but it's yours. Shopify works the other way around. The design is clean, it's mobile optimized, it's built to convert, but you're mostly choosing from pre-built sections inside a theme. You can change colors and fonts, rearrange a few blocks, but you're always working within someone else's framework. So let's say you're building a site for a premium leather bag brand. Elementor lets you craft a homepage that feels like a high-end fashion catalog. Shopify will give you a site that loads quickly and sells efficiently, but you might be stuck with a layout that looks a bit more generic than you'd like. Of course, you're not just done when the site is live, and Shopify is built for operations. You've got a central dashboard that lets you track sales, manage inventory, fulfill orders, run discounts, all of this without touching a line of code. It's reliable, everything talks to one another, it doesn't need any babysitting. With Elementor, everything is a bit more modular. You're working in WordPress, running WooCommerce, and managing plugins for security, SEO, and backups, each one a different piece of the puzzle, and when it all runs smoothly, you barely think about it. But when something breaks, there's no single place you can check. You're the one connecting all the dots. Now, as far as pricing, Shopify looks simple. Basic starts at $39 a month, and everything is bundled in. Hosting, SSL, checkout, analytics, it's all handled. But if you're not using Shopify payments, there is a really big catch. You're gonna pay 2% of every sale to use any other gateway. That'll drop to 1% on the mid-tier plan or 0.6 on advanced. And look, that doesn't sound like much until your volume goes up, and then it adds up fast. Now, Elementor's plugin starts at $60 for the whole year for a single site. But like I said, it runs on WordPress, so you'll need your own hosting. If you'd rather skip that piecemeal piecemeal setup, Elementor hosting gives you a bundled version for around $15 a month, though it is still not as integrated as Shopify. So while Elementor can be cheaper, it comes with more moving parts. Shopify costs more, but you're paying for structure, simplicity, and support. With Elementor, you're trading that for flexibility and the ability to shape the site exactly how you want. And just a quick heads up, if you're thinking of trying either platform, we've got some affiliate links down below. Using those doesn't cost you a thing extra, but it does help support the channel, and in some cases there are discounts or offers there that you won't see if you go straight to their website. Now, after cost, the next thing people tend to worry about is speed, because once your site is live, whether you're running ads, taking orders, or just trying to look professional, slow load times and random bugs are real problems, and Shopify is built to handle volume. It's hosted, maintained, and optimized all on their end, so the site stays fast, checkout is smooth, and you're not worrying about traffic spikes or plugin conflicts. Whether you're processing 5 orders a week or 1,000 a day, it really does just work. Elementor's speed and stability kind of depend on where you host it. A good provider with built-in caching and a decent CDN can make your site feel just as snappy as Shopify. But a cheaper host or a few bloated plugins, and you will start to feel it. Pages will take longer to load, checkout hangs, or worse, something just stops working entirely after an update. So there is a bit more to stay on top of. But if you are comfortable managing that, it can be a solid long-term setup. And while we're talking long-term, you're gonna inevitably want to make some changes. Add a discount pop-up, start a loyalty program, maybe automate some emails. Shopify makes that part super easy. The App Store is huge, and most things will just work. You install them, they show up where they should. Shop Pay is built into every single store, and it remembers your customers' info across other Shopify sites. So checkout is quicker, which can really help if you're running ads or seeing repeat buyers. Now, Elementor gives you more freedom in how everything looks and behaves, but it is more DIY, so you are the one making it all talk to each other. And if that sounds fun, it is. I love playing around with this stuff. It just takes a little bit more care. But if you think there's even a chance you'll be selling outside your home country, Shopify is just going to be easier. Multiple currencies, local payment options, import taxes, it's all baked in. Turn it on, fill out a few details, and it is live. It's one of those areas where the platform really does handle everything. With Elementor, that setup's on you. You'll need to add plugins for translation, figure out tax stuff for each region, make sure everything plays nicely together. So it's fine if your audience is mostly local, but if you are aiming global or planning to scale, just remember to plan for it up front. But at the end of the day, it really does depend on just what do you need. If you want total control over the way your site looks and feels, Elementor gives you that. It is flexible, it's visual, it's so great for people who like building things themselves. And just know that there's a little bit more to manage behind the scenes. Shopify takes care of more for you. It's faster to launch, easier to scale, and everything's already working when you log in. Yes, you are giving up creative freedom, but gaining a platform that's ready to go from day one. But if you want to check out either of them, we've got those links down in the description, and we usually have special offers there that you won't find if you went to their sites directly. Also, if you're interested in working with us or sponsoring a future video, just reach out using the email in the description below. Hopefully this helped you figure out which one's the better fit, and if it did, I would really appreciate a thumbs up. And if you got any questions at all, feel free to leave them down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.